What's happening, guys? This is the Grandmaster of Faster with the second of my new Let's Plays, Pokemon Stadium for the Nintendo 64. As I said in my Let's Play reveal video, this project is going to go in tandem with LEGO Star Wars: The Complete Saga. I knew I wanted to do something else with Pokemon in terms of Let's Playing before I took a break from it, so I took a look at a list of different Pokemon games and I thought to myself, why not give Pokemon Stadium a try? After all, it was the first time you could battle in 3D, which was pretty rad back in the day, although I will admit the graphics do look a bit strange. They haven't aged the greatest since the late 90s. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in, shall we? Looks like my transfer pack is all set and ready to go. Very nice. Time to jump into the stadium. There are a couple of places to explore, the stadium obviously being the main attraction, which is where the majority of battles occur. There's the Game Boy Tower, which allows you to play your Pokemon Game Boy games directly on your TV screen, which is pretty rad, I must say. There's also Free Battle, which is a good place to get a good feel for the game and experiment with the mechanics a little bit. The Kids Club, you can play some fun mini games there. I'll be sure to demonstrate those sometime in the project. And my cat is meowing at me. Hello, Abby. The Victory Palace, that's where the Hall of Fame is, where your Pokemon will be, shall we say, preserved as a result of winning one of the many cups. There's also the Pokemon Lab, where you can check your Pokedex, organize items, trade Pokemon, take a look at what Pokemon are in which boxes, all that good stuff that you can access with a PC. But I've wasted enough time. Let's go ahead and jump right into the stadium. As you can see, there are 4 different cups here. We have the Poke Cup, the Petite Cup, the Pika Cup, and the Prime Cup. We're going to get started with the Pika Cup. This is a cup tournament open to the lowest level Pokemon. Indeed, only Pokemon that are levels 15 through 20 can compete here. So I'm going to go ahead and register one of my teams from Red, Blue, and Yellow. In this case, Pokemon Blue. And come on, let's register. There we go. The main gimmick of Pokemon Stadium is the Transfer Pak. This was an add-on that attached to the back side of your Nintendo 64 controller, and basically what it did was it allowed you to directly upload your Pokemon from Red, Blue, and Yellow onto Stadium, which is what I'm doing right now. Now, if you don't have a transfer pack, then you're going to have to use rental Pokemon. Just a fair warning, the rentals suck. It's almost impossible to complete this game with just rentals alone. Alright, so I'm just going to check to see if I've got everything taken care of. Yes, I do. Well, we're all set. Let's go ahead and get ready to battle. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you as usual, but for the battles themselves, you'll only get to pick 3. And there are 8 battles in a tournament, each representing the different gym badges of the Kanto region. So for our first battle, we're going to square off against Bug Boy here. Yeah, for some reason they named him Bug Boy instead of Bug Catcher. I don't know the reason behind that. I'm going to choose Alakazam, Arcanine, and let's pick Onix as well.
It's underway.
And of course, who could ever forget the announcer? Everybody loves him. Alright, Bug Boy is starting off with Nidorina, level 16, Poison type, with the moves Double Kick, Scratch, Tackle, and Growl. Shouldn't really be a problem. I'm just going to hit it with a Psychic because I am 4 levels above it. Really? Did you expect anything less from a freaking Alakazam? A stabbed Psychic, Nidorina did not have a prayer. What's your next Pokemon going to be? He's going to send out Kakuna. That's definitely a step backwards because the only moves it knows are Poison, Sting, and String Shot. So another Psychic should deal with it no problem. Oh sure, it seems easy at the start, but trust me when I say this, it is going to get much harder later down the road. And Pokemon number 3 is going to be Venonat. Level 15, Bug Poison type with the moves Tackle, Disable, and Supersonic. Supersonic is a little bit annoying. I mean, no one wants to get confused, but even with that being said, no match for Alakazam. And do I even have to mention how freaking cool Psychic looks? And that is it for battle number 1. I'm planning to do, I don't know, maybe 4 battles per video in terms of the Stadium Cups. But we'll see how the more difficult cups unfold. Whenever you win a battle without losing one of your Pokemon, you get an extra life, and those will prove helpful in the later stages, because if you lose a battle, then obviously you lose a life, and if you lose all of your lives, well, then you're getting sent back to the beginning. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We've got Lad to deal with here, instead of Youngster, which is how he was referred to in the games. So I'm going to lead off with Onix, since he has 3 flying types. I'm also going to bring out Cloyster and Arcanine.
What kind of battle can we expect to see?
And he's going to be leading off with Farfetch'd. Ooh, good call on my part. Farfetch'd is a normal flying type with the moves Peck, Takedown, Fury Attack, and Sand Attack. It's freaking Farfetch'd. I don't need to say anything more than that. One of the worst Pokemon ever in the game. In fact, there's a running gag on Smogon where it states that Farfetch'd must have spilled ink on a developer at Game Freak, and that's why they've made it try to suck as worse as possible. And your next Pokemon is going to be Geodude. Looks like I'll have to switch out. Geodude is a rock and ground type with the moves Tackle and Defense Curl. So I'm going to go ahead and switch for Cloyster. One other rule I forgot about the Petite Cup is that the total sum of your 3 Pokemon's levels cannot exceed 50, which is the main reason why my team isn't full of level 20s. Only 2 of them are. But of course I can only bring one of them at a time. Out in battle, I mean. Let's go ahead and use Surf on Geodude, because Geodude's typing is a magnet for water and grass attacks. Oh, not only that, a critical hit as well. Taken down in 1 hit indeed. And let's face it, the announcer is the best part of Pokemon Stadium, because from the way he says things, it's like he's been waiting all of his life to say it. That's how enthusiastic he sounds. But in any case, Pidgeotto, normal flying type with the moves Razor Wind, Quick Attack, Gust, and Sand Attack. Sand Attack can be pretty annoying if it gets too many of those off. And a quick attack will always strike first. Razor Wind is powerful, but it does require a turn to charge up. No match for Cloyster's Ice Beam, though. And I've just noticed that all of my attacks have been KOing the opponent in one hit. But trust me when I say that's not going to last in the later battles. And right now, my cat is climbing on my dresser. She desperately wants attention. Okay, round 3 is going to be against Swimmer. And true to his name, he uses a lot of water Pokemon. Well, you know what that means. Let's go ahead and bring out Raichu. I'll also bring out Clefable and Alakazam for backup. And what is he going to be leading off with? He is going to be sending out Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl is level 16 with the moves Bubble Beam, Bubble, and Hypnosis. Watch out for Hypnosis because sleep is not something you want to deal with. And... oh wow, I thought I had used the wrong move because I didn't use the R button to check them, but... okay. The right C button is Thunderbolt. That's good to know. Pokemon number 2 is going to be Wartortle, level 16, Water type with the moves Water Gun, Bubble, Tackle, and Tail Whip. Extremely basic as far as Wartortle sets go because, well, they're the first 4 moves that Squirtle, and by extension, Wartortle learns. And am I going to go through another battle without taking a hit? I wonder. I am not going to tell you how... really? Really? That was your trump card, buddy? Magikarp? Well, I feel almost sorry for doing this. Actually, no I don't. Let's crisp it with a Thunderbolt. Magikarp's only attacks are Tackle and Splash. It's a freaking Magikarp. Why am I talking about it? And that is Battle 3 all wrapped up. I didn't even take 1 HP of damage. But that's what happens when you save Magikarp as your last Pokemon. Battle number 4 is going to be against the Burglar. And if you know anything about Burglars, you know they typically use a lot of fire Pokemon. Ipso facto, Vergo Ergo, Onix and Cloyster are going to be my 2 main strikers, and let's go ahead and bring out Clefable for backup. Alright, who are you going to lead off with, buddy? You're going to be leading off with Ninetales, level 16, Fire type, with the moves Ember, Body Slam, Bide, and Tail Whip. You'll want to be careful of Bide. That's a very interesting attack. What it will do is that Ninetales won't attack for 2 turns, but at the end of the 2nd turn, any damage that you inflicted on Ninetales will be returned to you at double the power. So it's fairly dangerous on paper, but you can just use a bunch of stat-reducing moves to counteract it. Oh, wait, never mind. I thought he was going to switch out for a minute there, but I forgot. You can't switch out when you use Bide. You'll also want to be careful of Body Slam when it comes to Ninetales. But that won't be a problem now. Who's Pokemon number 2 going to be? He is going to send out Sandshrew, level 15, Ground type, with the moves Swift, Scratch, and Sand Attack. I'm going to go ahead and switch out for Cloyster. The only thing that's notable about Sandshrew is that it has Swift, which never misses. But he's going to settle for a Sand Attack, which is going to be a little irritating. If your stats get reduced too much, then you can alleviate that by switching out. but I'm gonna hope that Surf will hit. I should just be thankful that Sandshrew doesn't have something like Dig, because that's gonna get really annoying. Oh, and that's annoying too when your attacks miss repeatedly.
What now? Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam,
Neither one is
but if I miss again, I'm gonna switch out.
go into battle pose.
Come on! Oh, really? Really? And now that he's used it 3 times,
What's that?
my attacks will most likely not hit at all.
What a
So,
furious
I don't have a
battle.
choice. I have to switch out for Clefable.
Combatants face each other. The Pokemon
Fortunately, Sandshrew
Center
doesn't have any
Pokeball.
fighting type moves, so Clefable theoretically should be okay. I decided to pick Clefable because of its fantastic move pool. I definitely think Clefable is one of the most underrated Pokemon in the entire
How will
series.
this swap affect the outcome?
Alright, and good news for me, Clefable also knows Ice Beam. And it's faster, good.
How's that?
And Clefable is such a badass that it shoots Ice Beam from its fingers and gets a critical hit as well, so you have proven your worth, Clefable. Take that, all you
Difference in
Clefable
the number
haters.
of reserve Pokemon.
Pokemon number 3 is going to be Charmeleon. I might as well keep Clefable out there. Charmeleon is at level 16, Fire type, with the moves Ember, Scratch, Leer, and Growl. I'm gonna go for a Tri-Attack,
Fighting poses.
and it's gonna go for the Ember.
What'll it do?
Now, fortunately, I didn't get burned. If that happened, that would suck. Tri-Attack will get some stab damage, so one more should do the trick.
Flying in this
Tri-Attack has a 20% chance of either inflicting burn, paralysis, or freezing status on the opponent. It's gimmicky, but it can be fun to use every now and then. Case in point, knocking out Charmeleon, fun. Winning the battle, even more fun. But anyway, that is battle number 4, and I'm going to go ahead and stop the video right here. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Stadium, we are going to tackle the second half of the Pika Cup. So, as usual, please be sure to leave a like or comment below and subscribe to my channel. Every one of those helps. See you guys next time.